This is a community gathering place.
I mean, it's very rare to have a building like this in a small town that is, as in my mind, as successful as it is.
The Avalon Theater is such a beautiful building. So, of course, I love coming to work here.
This is a building that a lot of people in our community have tremendous pride in, and the success of our endeavor is one that I think the entire community owns.
I think the community has really come to see the building as an important part of the community itself.
This is a place where you can come together with your family or your friends. It is where you can escape. It's where you can learn. It's where you can grow. It's where you can sing. It's where you can dance. I think that there's not really another single structure in this community that fulfills all of those needs.
A bunch of years ago now, we did a big listening campaign talking to users of the theater, the 30 or so nonprofit organizations that program in the theater. What we found out was that there was surprising consensus about the things that could be improved.
I think that we need to make places within this building like this balcony and the bathrooms. I think they need to be safer. I think that they need to better serve our clientele that has special needs.
We have a plan now to renovate those two areas, are the sort of big structural changes where we will be expanding the bathrooms in the basement so there's more capacity because thankfully as we have more and more sold out shows, that is a bigger problem. In the balcony, the problems are a little bit different because if we give up any seats, then it really changes the business model here. It really is the last few seats where if we're going to make a profit, we make a profit, or if we're going to avoid losing, break even, like it's those last few seats. So it's so important. What we're doing is essentially taking the front row of the upper balcony out, and we're going to build on to every layer to give more space between the rows. We will have rails and better lighting so that it's a little bit easier for people to navigate the balcony. Bringing people up and further forward and lowering the rail will mean the sight lines to the stage will be significantly improved for every seat in the upper balcony. How do we do that? Give more room for everybody in every direction and not lose seats? Well, there was a time when a projection room was a really essential thing in a theater, and it just isn't anymore. So that would be removed, and we gain some additional seats that make up for the ones that we're taking out, and ends up net neutral. When we're doing that kind of major work, it really doesn't make sense to just do those segments, and so we're going to restore the plaster in the theater, and then we're going to completely repaint the theater. And certainly the decorative elements that are there today will continue to be there, only restored. And the plan is to add some additional decorative painting to the theater that is more like what was there back in the 1930s.
It is time to give this girl a little facelift, and I think that everybody's going to be really pleased and excited with the results.
Making the building feel right, I think, has a ripple effect about how we all perceive where we live. All of that starts up in August, and there are going to be some pardon our dust kind of signs around the place for a while, but we're pretty darn excited about the prospect of really making the kind of experience that really is possible in this building, and it's not there today.
I think the importance of music within our society is uplifting. I think it brings people together.
We do get a lot of acts that would typically be in rooms twice the size as their smallest place they'd play. And it's because the room's been taken care of. The building is known as a really good acoustical place to hear music. And we've built relationships with our customers over the course of the last 15 years that keep them coming back.
We've also upgraded the cameras in the theater space, which has also allowed us to reuse the old cameras in the Stoltz listening room.
Which is going to give us a real opportunity to be able to distribute the live experiences that we have within both of these spaces to a much larger audience, both for promotional purposes, but also for audience engagement purposes.
We were approached by Chesapeake College to program TPAC, or the Todd Performing Arts Center. And that's a 900-seat venue down in Y Mills. That'll add more to our bottom line, and we will be serving more people in our community, in the region. So I'm excited for that prospect.
A team of us, led in part by Nick down at MCTV, worked together to rewrite our own adaptation of Dickens' Christmas Carol, to modernize it and to give it some Eastern Shore flair.
When you're messing with a classic like that, it's a risk to take to change it. It was really interesting to hear what jokes they laughed at, what people thought was funny, and again, we sold out every show. We've never had that happen.
I just took a traveling troupe to New Jersey this past weekend, and that was grades 5 through 12. The kids loved the feedback, and they were able to take classes from some fabulous professionals in the industry.
Oh, I think the addition of the children's theater program here is something that is going to be great for us, and another thing that's going to be great for the community.
It is really exciting and fun to see those kids up on the stage.
This year's Multicultural Festival was awesome. We had it outside.
The Multicultural Festival is back outside! Yay!
I think it's an important part of what we do. Again, it's another instance where we bring people together.
Tori Gomez, who was in the Christmas play a couple years ago, she came and sang "Don't Cry for Me, Argentina" in Spanish, and she was like one of the featured artists on the stage at the pavilion. So it is about connecting those dots and really nurturing the arts.
We've got a lot of really cool stuff happening down here at MCTV. We've got a lot of new show producers creating some interesting content.
We've got a brand new team member, Cynthia, who is out there helping us collect community content, helping gain new sponsorships to be able to enhance the content that we have. And we're building new partnerships with local public access television station partners, both in Queen Anne's County and down towards Salisbury, which I think will create some great synergy on the shore, both in terms of creating new content and sharing content.
We're hoping through this new partnership that we'll be able to make all of our stations more robust and get this community information out to a slightly broader community.
Plein Air is coming up.
We'll be celebrating our 14th year of that event. I think it's going to be one of the most exciting years yet.
We have 58 artists every year, and of that 58 this year, we're excited that we're welcoming 22 new artists that have never been here before.
I'm so very excited to see their fresh take on our landscape, to meet new friends and to introduce them to this community.
I love our newbies.
A very exciting, newly developing piece of Plein Air Easton this year is we have a pledge from a donor, which is a 3-year pledge for $10,000 a year that is going to go toward the purchase of artwork that highlights agriculture in this community and land preservation, in hopes of building a really compelling collection of artwork that can travel this community and help tell that story.
The only thing that I don't love about the competition is that I can't participate in all the fun things that are going on, all the workshops. Every time I schedule one, I'm like, oh, I would love to do that.
I'm the event coordinator for the Easton's Carnival and 4th of July celebration. We have a carnival starting on June 28th and running up through July 4th. There'll be food, games there for the family, and of course ending with a magnificent fireworks display.
I'm super pumped up for the street concerts this year. We are again partnering with the Chesapeake Bay Foundation, and we will do the Clean Water Concert Series. They do such a great work for the Chesapeake and the region, and promoting clean water and educating people on how they can do it. And then we also partner with the Tidewater Inn for the Tidewater Inn concert series. And that kind of finishes out July and August. And all those concerts are Saturdays. They're free. Bring your chair, bring your friends.
So another part of my responsibilities at the Avalon Foundation are managing the farmers market.
I think Marie has done a fantastic job curating the vendors. There's a lot of people, but she kind of goes out and is finding more niche people who, you can have a sip of rum in the morning,
Shopping at the farmers market is celebrating the rich agricultural and waterman history that's been a long tradition on the eastern shore of Maryland.
I truly believe that what we do here matters. That because of all of these different programs, the wide variety of arts programming, that we do have an impact.
Thank you, Producers Guild, for all of the support that you have given the Avalon Foundation and all of our ideas, sometimes crazy ideas.
I know we are making such a positive impact on this community. I know how important the bricks and mortar and this building is to the viability of this community, a place where I live and love to be. And I just hope that everybody feels a real sense of pride and ownership, because none of this work would happen without the support of generous people like our Producers Guild members.
Without your support, we would not have the complete beauty of the Avalon, the essence of the arts and the community, the outreach programs. It is so important, and we thank you so much for all of your support.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart. We can't do it without you.
Thank you. Thanks.
Just knowing that you guys have our backs and can support us to do the best job that we can means the world. So thank you so much.
We wouldn't have the effect that we have on the community without your support. So thank you so much.
We appreciate all your support. Thank you so much.
Thank you for every way that you help make the work of the Avalon Foundation happen.